Well, Kevin Steele has become a candidate for the Alabama defensive coordinator position, and we need to talk about it. But if you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And by doing so, it greatly helps out my channel, and it helps me grow as a content creator. But like I said, guys, Kevin Steele has emerged as a candidate for the defensive coordinator position, and I don't know what to think about this one, guys. This is a guy, much older guy, Kevin Steele. Has been around the SEC, so he has footprints in the SEC. And I'm gonna just read off, his stats. Of course, he was a defensive coordinator under Nick Saban when Nick Saban first got there at Alabama in 2007. So that was his first season at Alabama. And then in 2008, he had the title of associate head coach in charge of the defense. And then Kirby Smart was promoted to the defensive coordinator in 2008, and then he was defensive coordinator ever since 2015. So and then also in 2008 season, Kevin Steele, he took the defensive coordinator job at Clemson, but he was fired in January 2012 after 3 seasons with the Clemson Tigers. So was that in the ACC as well. Also, he returned back to Alabama in 2013 as the director of player personnel and an off-field position. So, and then in 2014, he was coaching, he back on the field. He was coaching the linebackers. He was the linebackers coach. So, like I said, been to Alabama multiple times. In 2015, he had a brief stint at LSU as the defensive coordinator, and then he took the job at Auburn as the defensive coordinator. And I think he was there for 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, from 2016 to 2020. So he was at Auburn between that time, and Auburn was able to beat Alabama. Thinking 2017 with Jarrett Stidham. I think he was the quarterback there at Auburn at the time. And then of course we lost to Auburn in 2019 that same year. And we had 2 losses that year. I think we lost to LSU and Auburn that year, and we all know LSU won the championship that year. So he's beaten Alabama and Nick Saban twice, as a defensive coordinator. So he does have that couple of feathers in his notch, at beating Alabama. He took briefly, the interim position, head coach at Tennessee while Jeremy Pruitt was fired, and Josh Heupel eventually became the head coach over there after Pruitt was, fired, let go, and then Josh Heupel then, he didn't retain him as the DC there. So this is a guy, like I said, he's been around the SEC. Like I said, was at Alabama under Nick Saban. Been under Nick Saban twice while he was there. Like I said, was at LSU, was at Clemson, was at LSU 1 year, and then went to Auburn for he spent most of the time at Auburn and everything. And then currently, last year he was Miami Hurricanes defensive coordinator, and Hurricanes defense didn't really look that good, and that's why I'm not too keen on him being the next defensive coordinator. But they're saying that Nick Saban is looking at him, and they're also saying Nick Saban is looking at another candidate. So I don't know who that other candidate is, but me personally, I feel like if we, I really want Pruitt, but they're making it seem like it's really hard to get Pruitt as the DC right now. Just to hire him, period. They're making it really hard. And even if we work to get Pruitt, we don't know what the penalty is going to be down the line. Could be that we might lose scholarships, or he won't be able to recruit. If he's not able to recruit, I can understand. I'll be fine with that, because Alabama can recruit itself. It doesn't take much to convince players to come to Alabama. So I feel like we need to get Pruitt in some type of fashion. Where it's an analyst, just get him on the team as on the staff at some point. But it's looking like it's really hard to get Pruitt. So Nick Saban's trying to find a second and third option. It's going to be interesting to see who's that other candidate that they're talking about. Like I said, Kevin Steele. I was trying to be optimistic, thinking, we wasn't hearing too much about the defensive coordinator position. We was hearing about Ryan Grubb, and then, of course, Tommy Reese and everything. We was hearing about things, you know. We haven't, talk has died down with the defensive coordinator, but it's like it's trying to pick back up. Todd Grantham, he's going back to the NFL. He's going to be with the new Louisiana Saints, you know, New Orleans Saints. So I'm glad about that. I'm not too keen on Kevin Steele though, but at the same time, he has beaten Nick Saban twice. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, guys. What do you guys think? Do you think Nick Saban's going to hire Kevin Steele, or do you think he's going to look at somebody else? Do you really want Pruitt to be, you know, the DC? You guys let me know in the comment section. And once again, guys, if you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll definitely be back with more college football content. Thanks, guys, and roll tide.